I'm Dan Galusha and welcome to another edition of Shooting Plink. We're back again at the axe and knife range, and so we're going to be throwing, and we're going to be throwing these. These are a new one that I've got, and it's another Wicing. You may have remembered before we had those tomahawks with the wooden handles and that we were throwing. That was a Wicing. These are too, but they're stainless steel, and it's got a pretty nice case on them. It's a compartmental case, so that you've got a 3-axe set here, but each one of them has its own little compartment, and you got to kind of take them out separately. If you don't, they won't remove too well. There they are, right there. Now, here's the thing. They have got, see all these holes? Looks like Swiss cheese, don't it? They're called weight reduction holes. I call them throwing gauge holes, because if you remember some time back, in fact, if you subscribe to that little button down there with me and Pepper, you might see that. I told how I use with my knives, the storks, where I use these to figure out how I want to throw them. In other words, I'll put my thumb in one spot for one, and I'll feel for the next one on that, and that's what I do. So what we're going to do, and we're going to also do the close-up one, where it's my flick throw, and we'll see how we do with that. And well, let's just start throwing. And the first thing I'm going to do is show you how that I flick throw them. And you might remember the video I did where I showed you how to do that. You take it here and you snap your wrist with it like this. And that's the only way really that you can throw these up close. Because if you don't do it that way, they're just not going to stick right. But by doing it that way, you're going to stick them. In fact, they stuck pretty good. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move back to that 12-foot line, which is back here. That's in behind you, and we have to come back. Okay, now you're back at 13 feet, and I'm going to be throwing them like this. If you can see what I'm doing, I'm putting it, this is going at the target, and this one hole down here, that's where I'm putting my thumb. Okay, they're a little high, but they're grouping. So now let's move back a little further and see what we can do. 16 feet now. Alright, I'll show you how I threw that. You notice all the handles are this way. One direct bullseye. Had a hold of it just like this, just like you would normally on an axe at 16 feet. That much of a change between 13 and 16. Now we're going to go way back and see what we can do. Alright, that was back to about 25 feet or so, and I'll show you how I threw those. For that distance, they stuck in pretty good. And that one was pretty much a bullseye. I had a hold of them just like this. So you can see the difference in how I had them. I had my thumb up here on this hole. But you know, with all these, as they call them, weight reduction holes, I wish there was a few less. Especially this one. I really don't think that one needs to be there, because it'd probably give the axe a little bit more weight. I think it needs a little more weight. I didn't weigh these, so I don't know how much they do weigh. I haven't got a report on that. They are a 9-inch handle, which is pretty good. And this is about 5.5 inches across here. So that's good. I just wish there was a little bit more weight on these, but they are excellent, like I said before, for that flick throwing. They work very well for that. I mean, there's no way that you can, if you flick throw from short distances, they're going to work great. Of course, that's not competition distance either. Well, again, that's the Wicing stainless steel axe. You might want to get a set of them, a set of 3. I'm not sure how much they're charging for them now. Well, it's about $40 some, I think, something like that. You just have to check them out. I do know that they're on Amazon. So again, you can take a look at the logo. If you can see that, Wicing, that's what it is. And they got a Viking on it as a logo. So until next time, shoot safe, in this case throw safe, and have a great day of plinking.